On behalf of Discovery Tours, Royal Caribbean International, you're warmly welcome to the launching of Royal Caribbean International Gambia. This is exciting. I met somebody today and he said, well, Turkey's been trying to get Royal Caribbean International to Turkey, and you have it in Gambia, so how is that possible? So that's positive news. He couldn't believe either that we actually host cruise ships here in the Gambia. So I think we've taken the Gambia, the destination has taken very positive steps in growing the industry, and we're proud to be in tourism. It is also a pleasure and great honor to welcome the representative of Royal Caribbean International of West Africa in the Gambia today. They flew in. There is a team from Royal Caribbean International that flew in today just to support us for this launching.
Today, I am here to launch our permanent presence in the Gambia and Royal Caribbean's commitment to this market to grow the cruise industry with a view to deploy a ship in the near future. First-time cruisers or even veterans of the sea are welcome to discover the best value holiday on earth. A cruise, I'd say, is a floating resort. I call it a 7-star floating resort on the sea. A cruise is the best way to see the world. It is absolutely the best way to see the world. I've been to Gambia a couple of times in the past. And with the tourist attractions available in Gambia, with the hotels available in Gambia. Gambia is a place cruise ships really need to consider at an embarkation point, and not just a port of call. I know that seasonally you have cruise lines coming to the Gambia for a day. I hear you haven't had one in the last 2 years, but I mean, seasonally you have cruise ships come here. So unlike most other West African countries where I have launched, the Gambia actually understands what cruising is all about, because you've had the opportunity to actually host cruise ships here in the Gambia. But really, what we want to see happen in Gambia, it's not just hosting cruise ships for a day. It's to see Gambia as an embarkation point for cruise ships. It's to see Gambia at a place where the cruise ship would actually reside. We want to see a situation where on a weekly basis, there are cruise ships sailing out of Gambia, and that is why I'm here today.
So much fun being on the vessels of Royal Caribbean. There is so much to do for every age, for the elderly, for young couples, for individuals, for singles, and for kids as well. And for those with families, young children, or grandchildren that want to travel with them, once you get on board, you don't have to worry about babysitting. They have an exceptional team to take care of the kids whilst they're on board, entertaining the whole day as well.
I have watched the best Broadway shows on board cruise ships. It is indeed an adventure to experiment. So no matter what you're looking for, whether you're young, whether you're old, if you're looking for a tranquil holiday, if you're looking for solace, if you're looking for fun, if you're looking for thrills, if you're looking for adventure, all of this you can get on board a cruise ship. With cruises, there are no hidden charges. You pay once and it is all inclusive. It includes your meals, up to 7 meals a day, by the way. Yes, room service is 24 hours room service, and you do not pay additional for the room service.
Cruising in the Gambia, it's new, it's innovative, but we are very positive that it's going to work. It's a new kind of vacationing, and it's the best vacation experience you could ever have. On Royal Caribbean Cruises, quality and service is a priority. I got on board the Symphony of the Seas, which is Royal Caribbean's newest ship. But in addition, it's the largest and biggest passenger ship in the world. It takes more than 7,000 people. We got treated like queens and princes, but not only because we were trade partners of Royal Caribbean, but because that is how Royal Caribbean treats its clients. Like I say a lot since I've been on the Symphony, it is a wonder of the world, but there are a lot of wonders on board the Symphony.
Can you imagine taking off in Rome? Or let me say, taking off in Italy, and the next morning you arrive in France. You take off in France, and the next day you arrive in Spain. You take off in Spain, and the next day you arrive in Turkey. And all of this without having to hop from one airport to the other, without having to pack and unpack. Cruising is luxury, is the ultimate luxury you can think of. But what is more interesting? I've always thought that luxury products are for the elites. But the interesting thing about cruises, it is the ultimate luxury product, yet it is not just for the elites. It is for everyone.
We're going to bring in here to the Gambia all the services of Royal Caribbean that you get abroad. So if you book your cruise vacation in advance, well in advance, at least 6 months before, you can make a deposit and make the rest of the payments in installments as well. So that would make it easier to book a cruise vacation.
Discovery Tours have done a lot of work to make sure that this comes to fruition, and I just want a big round of applause for Omi, Antifama, and the crew for doing something that's been very difficult and impossible, but in a short time they were able to put it together. And you know what? Just like people are doing in Nigeria and other countries, they have put the structures in to make sure that Gambians do have access to leisure travel, and especially high-end leisure travel. So thank you, and thanks for your efforts.